Hi guys, my name is Mary. I'm going to be doing the second half of July reading for you all. July 16th through the 31st reading for Aries. How are you all today? I hope everybody's doing great. This is for your sun, moon, and rising signs. It's not going to resonate with everybody. If it doesn't resonate, you might want to try your other signs. My prayers are still going out to everybody that's going through any and all kinds of nonsense right now. And all those people in South Florida, I'm so sorry to see that. It's heartbreaking. All right, you all, let's see what we got. Four of Wands. Six of Coins. The Devil. Temperance. Lovers. And the Fool. Wow. 4 out of 6. Major Arcana. You're clarifying. Ace of Wands. Emperor. And 2 of Swords. Hostilities and blossoming abundance. Well, I guess it goes from hostilities to blossoming abundance, you all. So hang in there for just a minute. It's going to get better. Big happy changes. Look at that. And take action. Give me just a minute, okay? All right, you all. I just want to go over real quick this hostilities. I'm almost feeling like some of you guys are going through this right at this moment. And especially with the Devil card over here too. I'm feeling like you guys are maybe thinking that you're being trapped or held back or not being able to do something specific that you're wanting to do. And you kind of felt like you're being restricted, maybe, in some ways. But I'm thinking you all, especially with all these other beautiful cards, that that issue and that situation is going away here in just a minute. I think, especially with, I've got the Fool card here saying that you guys are ready to take on this new journey and take a leap of faith. I've got this blossoming abundance and this big happy changes over here. I have this Ace of Wands saying that this is a brand new chapter and this is something that you're fired up about and you're passionate about. So I'm feeling really good about something great coming out of this. And sometimes I guess we have to go through something that's not so good in order to get to the better options or the better situations at the end of the tunnel. And that's how I'm feeling with this. Now I do have this Lovers card too. And I have this give and take right above it. So I'm feeling like that some of you all are in a relationship and you're giving and receiving. It's a give and take kind of a relationship. And I believe if and when all of the maybe compromise, maybe there's something to this that makes me feel like that there may be some sort of compromise between the two of you. I think that you guys are going to be stronger than ever. So I feel real strong about that. And I also feel like that you're not going to put up with this situation right here much longer. It's about to be ended, and you're about to take charge over it, and you're about to do something about it. Especially too, I have the Emperor over here, you all. And I'm thinking, I'm having two different thoughts about him. On one hand, I'm feeling like you guys are becoming the Emperor, and you're becoming someone that is feeling good in your own skin, and you're really enjoying your. It's almost like that you know, sometimes we feel good about ourselves, and sometimes maybe not so much. I'm almost feeling like that you guys have been growing and feeling more confident in who you are as a person in general. And it's not just maybe one thing, it's several things. So I'm feeling like that this Emperor is your energy on one hand. I'm also feeling like on the other hand that this is someone that's coming in to help you, to guide you, to give you something, to help you with something specific. So I'm feeling good about this Emperor in both directions. Now I do have this Two of Swords here, which makes me feel like you guys are going to have an option that you're not sure exactly which way to go or what to do about it. And you know, it's always like you're in a crossroads with the Two of Swords. You're kind of like looking at the pros and at the cons, and sometimes it's bittersweet kind of thing. Sometimes it's a great job, but you may have to leave your your childhood home or something like that. So I'm feeling like that you all are about to be in some sort of a crossroads. It could go hand in hand with the hostilities and the Devil card over here, but it could also go hand in hand with something that's coming up afterwards, that you guys may have a new opportunity or new options that's coming in. And that's really how I feel the biggest part of it is you guys are going to be like, holy cow, I just got this great job offer, but then you're going to be like, but I got to move, you know. So something to that extent. It's not necessarily it, but you know what I mean. But I do feel like with this Fool that you guys are about to take on a new adventure. And for some of you, it might be a little bit scary, a little bit challenging. And you know, the unknown is always a little scary, right? But that's part of life, is going through situations to where you don't know exactly what to expect. But that's how you deal with life experiences. I also have this Four of Wands. Excuse me. Sorry. With this Four of Wands right here, you all, I always see this, you know, sometimes, let me say this first, because with this Lovers card, some of you guys may be thinking about marriage at this time. Some of you all may be thinking about a new home, or moving to a different location, or maybe even considering babies at this time. When I get the Four of Wands, I see it as a reason to have some kind of a celebration or some kind of a party. And when I get it, I feel like that this is a huge stepping stone in your life. So let's say, okay, let's say that you're about to be a brand new homeowner. You've never owned a home in your life, and all of a sudden you're a homeowner now. And that's a big deal, you know. So let's say you're wanting to have a party about it, you know. That's a brand new stepping stone in your life, and you're just going to be able to grow from there. That's a good foundation for you to continue to grow with. Now let's say maybe you've owned a home before, but you're moving to a totally different location and you're wanting to buy a new home somewhere else. Or let's say you're thinking about marriage. I mean, that's a huge stepping stone in your life. If you're thinking about babies, you know, once again. So whatever reason this is, some people are retiring, some people are graduating. You know, I mean, you can think of all kinds of reasons to have a party or a celebration. But either way it goes, this is a stepping stone in your life. And you guys are building the foundation, you're building the walls to start out in this new life experience, which is fantastic when you think about it. I do have this temperance right below it, and I'm kind of feeling like maybe you're wanting more balance in your life, or you're wanting moderation and things to equal out a little bit better. So I'm feeling like too that there may be, bumps in the road in your life, or I don't really feel like it's in your relationship, but it might be. So I'm just going to say maybe it is. But I'm thinking that it could be because of what's going on over here, right? If there is any kind of issues. So I think that there's going to be more balance coming into your life, more give and take, just like this card says. And at the end of it, you guys are willing and ready to take on this new journey, this new adventure. And I think you're going to be ecstatic about it. Now, even if it's a little bit scary, even if it's a little bit, unknown of what you're about to do, I think you're going to be tickled with the way it works out for you, especially with this blossoming abundance, especially with this big happy changes. Take action, you all. So it's almost like the hostilities kind of disappear or put behind you, and you guys are going to take action to do something that's really important to you and your relationship, your loved ones, and it's a great feeling that I have in general. With this Ace of Wands, aces are always a new beginning and a new chapter in your life. This particular ace can mean so many different things, but it's a new beginning in different ways. New homes, new jobs, babies possibly, relationships. It's just like it could be, it's creativity, it's something maybe you're passionate about, something that you're pumped up about. You're getting more energy than you have had in a while. So I just see it as something that there's just a lot of good things coming out of this reading. And honestly, you guys too, you guys are being blessed at this time. You're going to feel like you're blessed, and you're going to feel like things are working out in your favor, because that's what this blossoming abundance means. And it can also mean financial gain. It can also mean happiness in general. And that's how I'm seeing it right now. I just think you guys are going to be tickled when it's all said and done. So if you are going through a little bit of this right now, don't panic over it. Just realize it will be put behind you. Something or someone is trying to hold you back or hold you against your will to not be able to do something specific. And I think that might be changing here in the very near future. Give me just a minute, okay? I'm going to rearrange. Oops, sorry. Kind of got excited there. Let me see if they're straight. Not really. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm feeling like some of you guys right at this moment or in the very near future are going to feel a little bit of hostilities, a little bit of aggravation, and a little bit of stress. You may be going through it right now. You may have just gotten over it. You may be just about ready to. And I think it has something to do with this Devil card. I'm feeling like that you guys are feeling like you can't do something that you want to do, or you're being held back possibly. So I don't know if this is someone like at your work or at your job or in your neighborhood, or someone that you know, or just a situation that's affecting you in general. I do think that there's about to be more balance and more mixing, almost like mixing your um, hold on a second. Let me think of how to word this. I feel like it's almost like mixing and giving and taking with your partner or your loved ones. I'm almost feeling like that there's some sort of imbalance going on in your life or in your family or in your home life. But I feel like that's about to be fixed. I think that there's going to be some give and take, and maybe even a little bit of compromise regarding your relationship. For some of you, it could go hand in hand with this getting married or moving in, or getting a home together. Maybe even considering babies at this time with this Ace of Wands. But I'm thinking too that you guys need to take action on something specific, because I feel that you're about to have an option that you're kind of like, okay, here's the pros, here's the cons. This is kind of like a bittersweet kind of moment. I'm getting this opportunity, maybe of a lifetime, or an opportunity that I've wanted, but now I've got to maybe, move away, and I'm kind of bummed out about that. This can go in many different directions. Maybe you just got approved for a school or a college and you've got to go somewhere else. So when I get this Two of Swords right here, I feel like that this is an opportunity for you all to be able to take on something new and exciting. And I think you guys are going to pick the right option for you, because I feel like you're about ready to take on this new adventure, this new leap of faith a little bit. And you're kind of nervous about it because maybe it's something you've never done before or somewhere you've never lived before. But on the flip side, it's exciting because it's something you've never done before or a place you've never been before. So either way it goes, I think it's going to turn out great for you. I really do. And I think this telling me it's time to take action. So if you do get this opportunity, if you do get this option, you might want to consider it, really, really, really consider it, because I think that it's going to be fantastic for you. I have this Emperor over here, and with this Emperor on one hand, I feel like you guys are really feeling much better about who you are and the way things are working out for you and who you become, and you're feeling really good about who you are. On the flip side of this, I'm feeling like this person, this Emperor, is coming in to help you. Whether it's someone giving you a job, giving you a place to stay, giving you a loan, maybe it's an attorney, maybe it's a policeman, maybe it's a mayor or someone to that extent. This person's coming in to help you in one way or another. And I feel like that this is leading to this new beginnings, something that you're passionate about, something that you're looking forward to, and something that it could be creativity too, you all. So either way it goes, you guys are going to be tickled, whichever way this Ace of Wands is coming in for you. It's something that you're excited about, and a new beginning in many different ways. With this Four of Wands, this is basically telling me that you all are, this is a huge stepping stone in your life. With whatever it is that you're going through, or whatever it is that you're doing, moving somewhere, getting married, excuse me, having babies, things like that. This is a huge stepping stone, and that's why you're a little bit nervous about it, but you're excited about it at the same time. It's going to turn out exactly the way you expected, and maybe even better, I gotta say, because this blossoming abundance is also being blessed, and it's also financial, possibly coming in, financial gain, just feeling good about the way that things are working out for you. This Big Happy Changes is the happiest card in that deck. So there's something that is changing throughout end of this month that's really going to put you all in a really good place, and you guys are going to be thrilled with the way things are working out for you, honest to goodness. And I think your relationship is going to keep getting stronger and stronger and stronger, and it's going to be a fantastic situation that you're finding yourself in by the end of this month. For most of you guys, it might go over into August a little bit, but by the end of this month you guys will probably see a lot of these changes. All right, you all, this is a great reading. I hope you guys have enjoyed it today. This is your second half of July reading, July 16th through the 31st reading for Aries. Hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I hope you guys come back and see me. Take care, you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.